Hello and welcome back to Blake's Den. So this is my 2005 Hyundai Santa Fe 2.7 V6 all-wheel drive. I rescued this car from it being off the road for about 7 years, and it's now been back on the road about 3 years. And I'm using it as my daily driver, commuting, going to the shops, etc. I'm filming this at the start of December and it's quite cold, and I've discovered a bit of a problem with the heated mirrors. So I'll show you that in a bit more detail now. The heated mirrors are activated when the heated rear window is turned on, which is that button there. And I've noticed that the passenger side heats up and clears nicely. The driver's side, less so. It doesn't even heat up at all. So I'm suspecting there's a wiring fault inside the driver's side mirror. Since we know that when we turn the car on and we turn the heated rear window on, the heated rear window works and the mirror on the left works, I'm ruling out any issues with the fuse. I think the problem is with the wiring inside the mirror. So let's take a look at that. So to get to the wiring, we need to pull the mirror glass off. To do that, I've got some tools, like plastic crowbars, actual trim removal tools for plastic bodywork on cars. But I'm going to try one of those. If you haven't got one of those, just try using a screwdriver, but maybe put a cloth around it or a rag or something like that so you don't damage the rest of the car. So let's just try and prise this off. There we are. So I'm expecting, yeah, you see, so we've got lots and lots of dead spiders and spiders' nests and stuff in there. And then we've got these two wires here, which come out to the heated element. So you can just see that black bit there. That's a heated element which runs backwards and forwards behind the glass. So I need to first check, I need to see if I'm getting any voltage on those two pins there. So to do that, I'm going to get my multimeter and test it. So before I even got the multimeter on, I've pulled off those two wires, and there's quite a lot of corrosion. You can see all the green on there. So it may just be that the connections are so corroded there's no current flow. But I'll put the multimeter on and we'll test it anyway. So with the engine running and the heated rear screen turned on, you can see that we've got 13 volts, 13 and a bit volts at those plugs, so which is good. So that confirms that there's voltage going to the heated element. Oh, it's fluctuating a bit. I think that's just purely down to the bad connection. There we are. So right, I'm now going to check the continuity on the actual heating element in the mirror. So in continuity mode, the multimeter will beep when there's a closed circuit. So touching that on there, and showing there's a 45 ohm resistance, which is what you would expect. It's a heating element. And yeah, so we know that this is fine. We know we've got voltage here. I think the issue is just purely dirt on those connectors. So let's get those cleaned up. To clean the contacts, I'm using this wire brush. Normally use it for cleaning spark plugs. It's quite a soft brush, and I'm just sort of pushing the bristles all the way into it and then giving it a bit of a wiggle like that to try and get all of the corrosion off. So I'm going to clean those up a bit more, and then I'll come back to you and see if it's working. So now I've got the car started, I've got the heated rear window on, and I've got my infrared thermometer here. And I'm just going to take a baseline, so that's 8.4. Oh, you see, it's rising already. 9 degrees. I'm going to let that run for a bit, and then I'm going to come back and see what temperature it gets to. Well, I think we can safely say that's working now. You can see the temperature increasing up to 13 degrees now, 13.3, 13.4. So yeah, that all seems to be working, which is great. And just by way of a check, this is the passenger side. It's about 15. Yeah, so that side's working too. 15, gonna go to 16, 16, yeah. Good stuff. Back around the driver's side, that's at 16.2 and still going up, so I think that's a win. So now we'll just put it all back together. When you pop the mirror glass back on, you got to make sure that that piece of metal there inside the middle bit of the mirror aligns with the groove there. So I think I'm probably about there. Turn it a little bit more. Right, and then push in the two adjusters and click it into place. There we go. Final jobs to do. Clean the mirror glass to get rid of all those dirty and oily fingerprints, so you can see what you're doing. There we are. And the second job is to check that the powered mirror still works. And we'll check that the power adjustment works still. Yeah, up and down and left and right, so that's great. I'll get it back to my normal position. That's about right, and we'll call that a win. And we're all done. So I hope you found that useful. Just shows you that if you've got something like that which isn't working, check all your wires first, and yeah, save myself a few pennies there by not having to go and buy a replacement mirror. So thank you for watching. If you've liked the video, don't forget to press like and also subscribe as well. It makes a big difference if you subscribe to the channel. It pushes it up the YouTube ratings, and it makes more people see the videos, and yeah, it's just generally good if you press that subscribe button. So yeah, thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.